Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Euro Cooking Canuck. Welcome to all of my subscribers and new viewers. Again, I'm so happy that you're here with me. Guys, on today's segment of Memories of Macedonia, we're going to be doing something that is so popular. Every region in Macedonia and the Balkans have a take on this. Guys, what we're making today is called Mekici. Now, it may have different names from region to region, even within Macedonia. However, at the end of the day, it's all the same thing. Guys, what Mekici is basically a fried dough or a donut recipe. And the great thing about Mekici is that it can be served savory or sweet. I'll show you. So guys, without further ado, let's get in the kitchen and make the most amazing Mekici. Hey guys, welcome to the kitchen countertop. So the first thing we're going to want to do is to get yourself a little bowl, and we're going to add some lukewarm water and a sachet of yeast. And a tablespoon of sugar. Guys, as usual, all of the amounts and the ingredients will be below, and you just click on show more and it will all be there. So I'm going to give this a little bit of a stir, and we're going to set this to proof, and you'll know when it's proofed because it will get bubbly, and I've showed you guys this before. Leave this for about 15 minutes or so until it starts to proof, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay guys, so what I have in my big mixing bowl here is my flour, and to that I'm going to, it's sifted by the way, I'm going to make a little bit of a well, and I'm going to add my yeast mixture before it bubbles over. As you can see, it's risen quite well, which means it's alive and active, and that's what we want. So that's in. And I'm just going to give this a little bit of a mix. Incorporate some of the flour in here, because I don't want to put salt on this right away, as it may kill the yeast. So I'm just going to mix that in a little bit, like so. To which I'm then going to go ahead and add some baking powder and salt. Again, all the amounts will be below, guys. And then I have, excuse me, some milk and a bit of kefir, or you can use buttermilk, or you can use some yogurt. It amounts to 1 cup, so half of each. That's going in. Then I have 3 large eggs. I'm going to crack in. Gonna mix them in. And then I have just a little bit of oil as well. I'm going to mix that in. So guys, what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to pull all this together, mix it up, and I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like then. So guys, you may have to switch to your hand, and always have some extra warm water or milk or flour on hand in case you need it. But this, as you can see, is really starting to come together. So I'm going to continue incorporating all the leftover flour in my bowl. I'll continue kneading and show you the texture that we're looking for. Alright guys, I've gone ahead and kneaded my dough. It should be very soft, and spring back, and when you pull it, you shouldn't, the dough shouldn't rip off straight away. So what I'm going to do now is lightly oil my bowl. this puppy in here. And I'm gonna cover this and let this rise for about an hour or until the dough doubles in size. And when that happens, I shall bring you back. Alright guys, our dough has very risen and doubled. So what you want to do, unfortunately it's so beautiful, but just punch it down a bit. And then just give this a little bit of a knead again. It's very soft and supple and beautiful. And then what we're going to do is we're going to let this rise one more time, but not as much. Maybe about 15 minutes, 20 minutes to a half hour, depending on the temperature of your room or your kitchen. So go ahead, knead again, and then form this back into a ball, pulling the bottoms in as you go. And again, we're going to let this rise. Now, alternatively, guys, at this point, you can start pulling the pieces to make your mekici, roll them into balls and let them rise, but it's more space and a lot of work. So you're better off just doing this version, okay? So I'm going to cover this again with my dish towel, and I'll see you back when it's all risen. Alright gang, our dough has risen once more. So at this point, what you want to go ahead and do with clean hands is you're going to pinch off a ball, like so. Give it a bit of a roll. And then what you want to do is give it a stretch. And they can be irregular shaped, it's not a problem. Now in the meantime, in the back, what I have is my oil, and I'm starting to heat that up now. Onto a medium heat, and give this a stretch. And don't worry if you get holes, the holes will actually help it in a way actually. So don't worry about that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this on a little plate for now until I can get a couple or a few. If you need to, you can put some oil in between so they don't stick. And when I have a few done, I'll bring you back and I'll show you what I do next. Okay guys, so my oil is hot enough. And what I'm going to want to do now is very carefully place my mekici in the hot oil. Should I turn it down a bit? And you're going to want to fry these until they get nice and golden. And they float. Keep an eye on them, guys. Do not walk away. Like I said, it's okay if they're irregular shaped or have a hole in them. It's fine. Mekici in the old town of Skopje and some of the bakery shops are actually quite large as well. And what they do is they poke a hole in the middle so they don't puff up in the middle too much. But it doesn't take long. Just keep an eye on them. And as you can see, they are expanding. I had the oil really hot. I had to turn it down because I was too afraid it would be too hot. But that's fine. You don't want the oil way too hot. And you don't want it too cold either, because then the mekici will soak up too much oil. But this seems to be at a great temperature. So I'm going to keep an eye on these, and I'll bring you back and show you when they're ready to flip. Alright guys, I'm going to flip over the mekici for the first time. As you can see, they're nice and golden brown. I'm going to continue on the second side, and I'll bring you right back. In the meantime, guys, form more mekici. Gently stretching and pulling. And layer them on your plate and get them ready as the next batch. Guys, these are ready to be taken out, and place them on a kitchen towel lined sheet to absorb the excess fat, and continue on with the rest of your mekici. Just keep an eye on your heat, guys. Alright guys, this is the last batch. And I'll show you what we got. Well guys, our mekici are done. Now they should be a nice light golden color. Your first couple might come out a bit darker. My video may show them a bit darker than they are. But they should be a nice light color, golden brown. Guys, I can't stress enough, they can be any shape you want. They can be oblong, they can be circle, they can be large, and they can be small. All over Macedonia, they are done differently. I've had some that are almost the size of a dinner plate, and I've had some that were small and compact. So guys, the mekici should not be crunchy or crispy. It should have a bit of a crunch to it, but it should be soft. I gotta taste this, guys. Oh my god. Really good. The great thing about mekici, guys, is that this can be served savory with some salt, a little bit, and some feta cheese or ajvar, or it can be served sweet. A drizzle of honey, you can put some jam, powdered sugar. Guys, let's plate up some, and we'll be right back and end the video. Alright guys, our mekici are all done. They look amazing, they smell amazing, and they taste incredible. Like I said before, guys, mekici can be served savory or sweet. A lot of people have this for breakfast with some jam or preserves, a dusting of icing sugar, or a drizzle of honey. Others have it savory with a sprinkle of salt, served with a yogurt drink, or even feta cheese crumbled on top. Guys, traditionally, mekici is made with the announcement of a new birth, but you can make these any time of the year that you want. Guys, thanks so very much for watching this episode of the Euro Cooking Canuck and Memories of Macedonia. Please comment. I love all your comments. And I always reply back. Share, and if you haven't subscribed and you want to, please do so. Guys, there'll be a few pictures at the end as usual. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Memories of Macedonia on the Euro Cooking Canuck, and we'll see you next time. Ajde hvala mnogo, prijetno, ajde čao.
Dawaj mi mamu za nego džanam, zaraz sama.